It's time for the playoffs. What's up, guys, and welcome to episode number 6 of this Vinny J Madden 24 Face of the Franchise series. And today, I'm starting the playoffs, obviously, here in this Vinny J Madden 24 Face of the Franchise series. We're playing the Chiefs, as you can see on the right side of the screen. We're 17-0. The Chiefs are 13-4. We have played the Chiefs in the game of the year. That was the title of the video. That was the last episode of a series, which was like 5 videos ago on this channel. But either way, the last episode of a series will be in the eye in the sky in the top right hand corner right up here. It should be an icon that pops up at the beginning of the video. But that aside, we finished the season undefeated, and the Chiefs 13-4. So you can see we beat the Broncos, Bills, Steelers, Chargers, Packers, Patriots, Bears, Lions, Giants, Jets, Dolphins. And then this game, the Chiefs, the game of the year, which was in week 12, our last game before our bye week, we were 11-0. The Chiefs were 10-0, right? Yeah, we were 11-0. They were 10-0. We won to go to 12-0. At our bye, and then the Chiefs, like I said, they lost, so they fell at 10-1. They ended up losing, I believe, like a few games in a row, but then they ended up winning the last 2 games of the regular season. We killed the Vikings 48-10, beat the Chargers 45-28, beat the Chiefs again on Christmas in Kansas City 23-13. So that was another good game. We beat the Colts 38-28, and then we beat the Broncos 28-14. And then the Chiefs, I want to see how they. I mean, they won their first few games. I mean, some of them were by big margins. Yeah. Well, no, yeah, they lost to us. Oh, then they beat the Packers, but then they lost 3 straight games. So like, they lost to us, then they won, and then they lost 3 straight games. So they lost 4 out of 5 games. But then they won the last 2 games, 49-31 against the Bengals, and then 28-10 against the Chargers. So despite losing 4 out of 5, between weeks 12 and 16, they lost 4 out of 5, but then they won in weeks 17 and 18. So at one point they were 10-1, then 11-1, then 11-4, but then they won the last 2 games of the regular season to finish 13-4. Now they're 14-4 because we got a first round bye. They didn't. They were the 5 seed. Because remember, we're in the same division, so we won the division. So they were the 5 seed. They're 14-4 now because they beat the Titans in Tennessee 21-19. The Ravens beat the Browns in Baltimore at home 28-14, and then the Bills killed the Broncos at home in Buffalo 42-21. So it's Ravens at Bills, and then the Chiefs at the Raiders. And then on the other side, the Panthers got the first round bye. The Panthers, I know. The 7-seed Buccaneers upset the 2-seeded 49ers 24-19 in San Francisco. So the 7-seed Buccaneers will now go to Carolina to play the 1-seeded Panthers. The Eagles and the Packers played each other in Green Bay, and the Eagles won 28-14. And then the Cowboys played the Cardinals at home and beat them 35-17. So it's the 6-seeded Eagles at the 4-seeded Cowboys, and then the 7-seeded Buccaneers at the 1-seeded Panthers. But obviously for the Panthers and the Raiders, they'll be home for the divisional round and for the conference championship game if they get there. That's for the Raiders and the Panthers. And then obviously for us, Super Bowl 58, if we can get there, is in Las Vegas. So if we get the Super Bowl, we will be playing the Super Bowl in our home stadium. But yeah, we're the second game. There's 2 games Saturday, 2 games Sunday. We're the first game on Sunday. So the only game after us is the Cowboys and Eagles game. So like I said, we're the first game on Sunday at 3:05 p.m. Eastern time, I believe. There I am. We're 17-0. Chiefs 13-4. Ravens 11-6. Bills also 11-6. But Buffalo must have had the tiebreaker over Baltimore. And then Tampa 9-8. Carolina 13-4. Philly 9-8. And then Dallas 10-7. But yeah, let's pick my side activities and then we'll get into the game. Okay, open day, I can't change that. Let's go with attack in cover man or let's go with it. Attack and cover 2 man. That's another open day. Let's go with private workout on Friday, and then let's go with fluids flush on Saturday. So open day Tuesday, on-field drills Wednesday, open day Thursday, bonus workout Friday, extra recovery Saturday, and then game day is Sunday, and then rest day the next Monday, so the day after the game. And obviously, if we lose this game, which hopefully we don't, if we do, the season and this series are both over. If we win, then the next episode of the series will be the AFC Championship game against the Ravens or the Bills. So +1 stamina for that open day, plus 25 reps for attack and cover 2 man, +1 stamina for the second open day, +3 strength, and that's 2 games for that private workout, and then +4 max stamina for the next game as well. So I have +6. So I have +4 max stamina, and then +2 stamina, and then +3 strength for the next 2 games, if that will apply, obviously, for the next 2 games. For this game and the next game, obviously, if we get there, which, I mean, this is not going to be any walk in the park. This is not going to be any walk in the park, because the 2 games we played against the Chiefs, we won 35-31, and then we won, 23-13, so we'll see. Let's play the divisional playoff, time to win or go home. Hopefully it's the win part. We're in 81 overall. They're in 86 overall. So they're overall as a team 5 overalls higher than us. I mean, they have Kelsey, Mahomes, Chris Jones on defense. They have Pacheco as their running back. They also have Ezekiel Elliott, I believe, as their other running back. So we'll see. But we obviously have Josh Jacobs, myself, Devontae Adams, and then on defense, Max Crosby's like the only guy I can name. But we also have Hunter Renfrow on offense. And then Mayer, I forgot his first name, but Mayer's our tight end. One of our tight ends. And then we also have Jacoby, or Myers. I think I botched his first name, but we also have him too. So we'll see. Winner will move on to the AFC Championship game to play the Buffalo Bills or the Baltimore Ravens. That's who the winner will play, and the loser will go home. Let's watch the presentation. Alan Roach, AFC Divisional. Taking on the NFL MVP, at least from, I think he was the NFL MVP in 2018, I believe. And then he also was a 2-time Super Bowl champion. Not 3-time, because obviously in this game he didn't win Super Bowl 58, or at least not yet. So yeah, he's the NFL MVP from, I believe, 2018, the 2-time Super Bowl champion in Super Bowl 54 and 57. So, and then obviously in this game, Vinny J is a 5th-year quarterback. When you start your face the franchise, you start as a 5th-year quarterback. I saw our kicking team out there, so the Chiefs hit the ball to start the game, and they go down and did a field goal. Carolina beat Tampa Bay 31-17 in Carolina, so the NFC 1 seed will host the NFC Championship game against the Eagles or the Cowboys. Obviously, that game is the last game of the divisional weekend. Our game is the second to last game of the divisional weekend. So Carolina will host either Philly or Dallas in the NFC Championship game, and then Baltimore went into Buffalo and beat the Bills 38-31. Now here's a throw over the middle to R1, and it's Renfrow, first down. And then, like I said, Philly and Dallas play each other later today in this game. This is Sunday afternoon. The Eagles and Cowboys game is Sunday night. So yeah, the Panthers beat the Buccaneers 31-17. And then the Ravens beat the Bills 38-31. So that means the winner of this game will play the Bill. There's a flag down, great, that'll be a hold. But the winner of this game will play the Ravens in the AFC Championship game, and I knew that was going to be a hold. So both Buffalo and Baltimore were both 11-6, but obviously Buffalo had the tiebreaker, therefore they were the higher seed, and therefore they were the home team because they were the higher seed. But like I said, the winner of this game will play the Baltimore Ravens in the AFC Championship game, and then the loser will see their season come to an end here in the divisional round. Here's a throw, that ball is intercepted as it's picked off by Snead as Holden. Whoa, sorry about that. That was just the bottom of this camera where the SD card is. The SD card did not fall out, but the opening where the SD card is, the door, not the door, but the little area where the little slide. I can't even put it right, because there's the SD card in the camera, and there's something covering the SD card that closes where the SD card is, and that opened. So yeah, and the Chiefs go down and did a touchdown, and just like the last time we played them, at least on camera, in that game we were down 21-0, but came back to win 35-31. In this game, we're down 10-0, 4 minutes into the game. Here we go, 2 minutes to go. Sorry about that, something's caught in my throat, but number 87, I believe that's Mayer, made the catch, first down, but like I said, 2 minutes to go, now under 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. 10-0 Chiefs. We were down 21-0 in that one game in the last episode. That's why I called it the game of the year, because we were down 21-0, but then came back to win 35-31. We outscored the Chiefs 35-10 after they had a 21-0 lead. And now here's Jacobs again, and he's got the first down to the 43 of Kansas City. 1 minute to go. Now 50 seconds to go in the first quarter and counting. Remember, we do the ball after halftime here. And in stride is Adams. And he's got the first down and more. And 3 for 4, 47 yards and the interception, unfortunately. I believe Adams led the lead in receiving yards in the regular season. Pretty sure he broke the single-season record, which was held by Calvin Johnson of the 2012 Detroit Lions. Adams broke the single-season receiving record. And I was not out of the pocket. Great. And because there was no receiver and I wasn't out of the pocket, that's intentional grounding. So I'll lose it'll be a spot foul, loss of down. It's going to be second down and 22. So yeah, that's not good. 1 second to go, last play of the quarter. It's second and 22 as I did out of the pocket, or the tackle bots. And Jacobs got 9. It's only 3rd and 13. End of the first quarter. 10-0 Kansas City. But we have the ball. We got to at least stay in field goal range. We're at the 30-yard line. But we can't take a sack or something like that. Here we go. Or throw an interception. Here's a throw, and that was almost intercepted as I was hit as I threw. It's 4th and 13, but that should be about a 47-yard field goal, 47, 48-yard field goal, one of the two. It's either 47 or 48 yards more than likely. I'm going to switch the sim speed to normal. And the kick is good, 47 yards from Daniel Carlson. It's 10-3, so at least this time it's not 21-0. Touchback, 5-yard rush by Pacheco, 6-yard rush by Elliott. So the running backs are Pacheco and Elliott. Incomplete pass, 2nd and 10. And 3-yard reception to Pacheco. It's 3rd and 7 from the 39. 27-yard reception for Richie James. 4-yard rush at R30 now. 6-yard reception for Rashid Rice. 1st and 10. 24-yard touchdown for Elliott. And we are down 17-3. So it's not 21-0, but so it's not that bad. But so we're not down 21 points, but we're down 14. Now here's Vinny J. He'll run it. Plenty of green grass in front of him. He'll get at least like 20 yards. I'm going to go out of bounds. I don't want to take a hit. I got 25 out of that. First down. 4:01 to go in the first half. Remember, we do the ball to start the second half, but we can't play defense. And that's a problem. Here's a throw over the middle. It's caught in stride. Broke a tackle. First down. It's Mayer, I believe. Inside the Kansas City 40. Gain of 11. And now here's a throw. That ball is incomplete as he dropped it. defender might have got a hand on it. I'm not sure. We did a touchdown here. They did us bad within a touchdown. And now here's a throw. And that ball, man, it was sailed by me. It was a bad throw, and that should have been intercepted. It's 3rd and 10 now. 2:58 to go. We're at the 39. This will be a long field goal from here. And at this point, we need touchdowns. And now here's a throw. Did a little closer. Broke the tackle. And he is 2 yards short. It's 4th and 2 from the 30. So it's... they're saying to go for it, which they should definitely go for it. We need 2 yards. This is a full bat dive. We need a whole 2 yards, but just got to run straight. And first down with the full bat. With 2:20 to go in the first half and counting. That was Johnson, the full bat, and we have a first down. 2-minute warning, 17-3 Kansas City, but the Raiders have the football. And we did the ball to start the second half as well. So let's score a touchdown here and score after halftime. Score a touchdown here, before halftime, and after. And I'm going to run it again. Green grass. And I'm out of bounds at the 5. 1st and goal. Usually I don't run that much, but it's 2 rushes, 41 yards for Vinny J. And we're inside, or we're at the 5. And I'll run it again. And Vinny J is in. Touchdown. Las Vegas. As I ran it in again. Or I ran it again. This time I run it in from 5 yards out. And it's now 17-9 as we are within 8. Hopefully within 7 if we can make the PAT. As there was no one there. As I have a total of 111 reps on that drive. 185 total. Which now I'll make the stop and then see if we can get the ball back maybe. I'm going to keep the sim speed to normal. PAT from Daniel Carlson is good. 17-10 with 1:45 to go. 6-yard reception to James. 7-yard reception to James. 10-yard reception to James. I mean, like, come on, defense. Incomplete pass, it's 3rd and inches. And incomplete pass, it's 4th and inches. And they must have punted it. We have the ball at the 20, so they must have punted it. And it must have been a touchback, or probably a touchback because we're at the 20. So we stopped them there on 2nd and inches and 3rd and inches. We have the ball, 1:02 left, all 3 timeouts. It's a huge stop by the D. And now here's a throw. That ball's caught by Renfro. And I'll call it first time out here, as that was a dangerous, or a little bit of a sketchy throw, but it worked. And now there's a throw to Adams. He's wide open. Down the sideline. Touchdown Raiders. And we're within an extra point of tying the game. As we've scored 13 unanswered. And an extra point away from tying the game. Just like that. Total of 346 reps. Total 161 on that drive, I believe. And the extra point by Carlson is good. And we're tied at 17 apiece. As they scored 14 unanswered. And we get the ball to start second half as well. 37 seconds to go. And a sack by Max Crosby. And that must have been the last play of the half. Second half now. 17-17. 12 minutes to go. At least in regulation. Because it's 6-minute quarters. All tied between these two teams. These division rivals had 2 great games in the regular season. We already had 2 great games in the regular season. Now a 3rd great game. And this one's in the playoffs. First down. Winner will play the Ravens in the AFC Championship game. And the loser will see their season come to an end. Fake a throw. And I threw it up top. And it's dropped. As a pocket collapsed. Second down. That's going to be 3rd and 10. By the way, if we play the Ravens, we'll host the Ravens in the AFC Championship game. So if it's Raiders and Ravens in the AFC Championship game, that game will be here in Las Vegas. If it's Ravens Chiefs, that game will be in Baltimore. Here we go, 3rd and 10. And now here's a throw to Adams. And he's open. He's got it. Inside the 5. 1st and goal from the 4. As he had separation between him and the defender that was guarding him. 1st and goal from the 5. 1st and goal from the 4, excuse me. And Jacobs is in. And the Raiders have their first lead here today. As we've scored 20 unanswered. And we have our first lead here in the divisional round. No, I'm going to turn the sim speed back to fast. It's now 24-17, and we did the ball right back. 3:27 to go in the 3rd, so we got the ball back about a minute later. And we have a chance to go up by a couple scores. As we've scored, I don't know, that was weird. We scored 21 unanswered, so 3 straight touchdowns, 3 unanswered touchdowns. And we're up by 7, and here's Mayer. He got popped. 2nd and 2. Now here's Jacobs. He spun, but he still got the 1st down. Is that a face mask or a hold? Not sure. And yeah, it's a hold. So that's going to wipe out the 1st down. It's on Michael Mayer, the tight end. It's going to be replayed 2nd down, 10-yard penalty, replayed the down. 2nd and 10 now, back at the 36. So, and now, here's a throw, Adams! Got it! And stride touchdown! As Adams continues to torment the Chiefs secondary. And that is 27 unanswered. It's now 30-17. That's 114 reps on that drive, 505 total. That's 27 unanswered. And we're up 30-17. Make that 31-17. Chiefs do not score again. 1 minute to go in the 3rd. 1 minute to go in the 3rd quarter, and still 31-17 as we have all the momentum right now. We were down 17-3, but now we're up 31-17. So we scored 28 unanswered, 4 unanswered touchdowns, and 4 extra points, of course, too. And now here's this guy, and he got 2 yards. I have 291 yards, 2 TDs, 1 interception, both TDs to DA, Davante Adams. 30 seconds to go in the quarter. Although we're leading, we just can't take our foot off the gas. And now here's a throw. That ball is intercepted. As it was on the run, and it's intercepted by Snead, who has both interceptions for Kansas City. And just when I said we can't let our foot off the gas, that's how you let the Chiefs back in the game. As I threw it on the run and sailed on Vinny J, and the Chiefs did a touchdown, as they did a touchdown because of that Vinny J interception. 5:31 to go in the game. It's now 31-24, as the Chiefs might have just grabbed the momentum right back, but we might have grabbed it right back from them. 1st down to Davante. 307 yards, 2 TDs, 2 interceptions. Like I said, both TDs to that guy, Davante Adams. 5 minutes to go. We're up by 7. I'll run it here. So it's an RPO, but I'm going to hand it off. And Jacobs got about 7. Well, actually, excuse me, 4. Season ranked offense, we're ranked 20th. Rushing offense, I mean. And today we have 86 yards on the ground, which I think that includes me and Jacobs. And now here's a throw on the bench switch. DA's got it. 1st down. Any score here will make it a 2-score game, even a field goal. 4 minutes and counting the down, we're at the 34 of Kansas City. And he cut back on the halfback stretch, and he got 6. 2nd and 4. He has 7 rushes, 36 yards, and a touchdown. Now I have like 50 yards or something, and a touchdown as well. On the ground, plus 2 through the air. And here's another run, and that's a first down. Inside the 20, down to the 13, 1st and 10. 3:20 to go. And now here's the throw in stride. It's Renfro. And he's inside the 5 to the 4. 2nd and 1. And the points allowed for the Chiefs, they're ranked 5th in points allowed. Today they've given up 31. And it could be more than that. 2.5 minutes to go. We're on the door. 2.5 minutes to go. We're on the doorstep of sealing this game. And I'm just going to run for it. Beniche is in for his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. He does a dance, and that could be the dagger here in the AFC Divisional. As he ran for it from 4 yards out, just got inside the pylon. And I'm pretty sure that will stand. And I think it will. It's now 35-24, 2:14 left. I have 671 reps in this game, 161 on that drive, 671 total. I'm going to move the sim speed back to normal. PAT is good. It's now 38-24. Chiefs need a miracle. 2:13 on the clock. They have all 3 timeouts and a 2-minute warning, but they're down by 2 touchdowns. And a 7-yard reception that Clyde Edwards-Helaire, the 3rd running back. Under 2 minutes to go. They're around midfield. Kelsey up to the 48. They're having like a 5-yard reception every time, but they're wasting time. 1:22 on the clock. They're at our 35. Now 20 at the 28. 1:10 left. Now at the 19. 59 seconds left. Now down to the 7. 49 seconds left, and they do not score. As we take over at the 24, there must have been an interception or something, because they were at the 9-yard line or 7-yard line. Must have been an interception, and they still have all 3 timeouts, but we're up by 2 scores. And yeah, we have 2 turnovers, they have 1, so it must have been a Mahomes interception or a fumble. And just don't fumble it, and Chiefs will call their first timeout, but like I said, they're down by 2 scores. As looks like we're knock on wood. We should win this game. I mean, I know there's 39 seconds, we're up by 2 scores, 2 touchdowns. You never know. Here we go, and that should, no, it's not a first down. Oh, yes, it is a first down. And that should seal it. Chiefs still have 1 more timeout, though. I'm going to throw it one more time. Just to make sure I don't throw an interception. And I threw it away. It's now 2nd down. 336 yards, 2 TDs. 2 interceptions, and I have 2 touchdowns in the air and on the ground. Now here's a throw to Adams, and he almost got a first down. He did, and I won't throw it anymore. I just wanted to throw it one more time. Chiefs call the final timeout. 1 kneel down will end this game. 1 kneel down will end. QB kneel as we win this game. At one point we were down 17-3. But then we come back to win 38-24 over the Chiefs as we beat the Chiefs all 3 times we played them this season. And we went 2-0 against them. We went 2-0 against them in the regular season, and then we play them for a 3rd time overall here in the playoffs. 3rd time overall in the season, during the season, including the playoffs, as we beat them all 3 times, including here in the AFC Divisional round. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Game over. Raiders win 38-24 over the Chiefs. As we're going to the AFC Championship game, and we'll host the Baltimore Ravens next week in this game. As the Chiefs, they were 10-0, then they lost to us, after they lost to us, they lost 4 out of 5. Won their last 2 games of the regular season. They finished 13-4. Won their first playoff game against the Titans in Tennessee, 21-19. And then here in this game, they were up in this game, 17-3 in the first half. But we come back to win 38-24. As we outscored the Chiefs 35 to 7 after it was 17-3. Yeah, I had 347 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions. Mahomes, 294 yards and 2 touchdowns, and I assume 1 interception because they were inside the 10-yard line, and then I'm guessing then Mahomes threw an interception, or it was it was an interception, or it was a fumble. But QB ratings, I was 104.8, he was 105, so QB ratings basically were the same. I was 16 for 23, 347, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Mahomes 28 for 37, 294, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Russian, so I'll go for the Raiders. Jacobs 10 for 62 and a touchdown. Vinny J 5 for 50 and 2 touchdowns. And then Jacoby Johnson that had that 9-yard rush on 4th and 2. That's our fullback. And then receiving, Adams 7 for 241 yards. 7 receptions for 241 yards and 2 touchdowns. Renfro 4 for 57. Michael Mayer 3 for 39. And then Austin Hooper, one of our other tight ends, 2 for 10. And then defense, obviously I don't know how we did, but do we have any stats? 1 stat for Matt Crosby, and then interception was by David Long Jr., and he returned it 20 yards. That's why we started at the 24-yard line or whatever. And then Kitten, Carlson 1 for 1 with that 47-yard field goal, 5 for 5 on extra points. And I don't think we punted. No, we didn't. And then the Chiefs, their kicker, Butker, 1 for 1 with a 49-yard field goal, 3 for 3 on extra points. And then Tommy Townsend had 3 punts, 136 total yards, 2 touchbacks, and his longest punt was 52 yards. So it was a 49-yard field goal for Butker, then a 12-yard pass from Mahomes to Kelsey. That was in the first quarter. Yeah, because it was 10-0 Chiefs after the first quarter. Then we had a field goal that made it 10-3, and then a 23-yard pass from Mahomes to Elliott that made it 17-3. And then obviously a 6-yard run by me that made it 17-10, and then that 57-yard pass from Vinny J to Devontae Adams that made it 17-17 at the half. 4-yard run from Jacobs, and a 64-yard pass from Vinny J to Adams that made it 31-17, and then a 1-yard run by Pacheco that made it 31-24, and then a 4-yard run for Vinny J was a dagger that made it 38. It was 31-24, and then a 4-yard run by Vinny J made it 38-24, and that was a dagger. And obviously the Raiders won by a score of that, and then the Raiders won the game by a score of 38-24. So obviously in the last game we played it was 35-31. This one's 38-24. So yeah. So I mean all 3 games we played against the Chiefs, that's this one plus the game of the year. So the first one and this one, which is the third one, were both on camera, both at home. We both won. We won both of those games. And then the one that was in Kansas City on Christmas Day, we won 23-13, and that was off camera. But all 3 times we played the Chiefs, it was a very close game, and we played them 3 times, including here, twice in the regular season, once during the playoffs. We went 3-0 against them, as we beat them 35-31, 23-13, and then 38-24. So this was we won by 4, then we won by 10, and now we won by 14. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed this video. The next episode of this series will be the AFC Championship game against the Baltimore Ravens right here in Vegas, because we're the 1 seed, so therefore we'll host the Ravens in the AFC Championship game, and the winner of that game will go to Super Bowl 58 in Las Vegas. So if we get to the Super Bowl, we will be playing the Super Bowl in our home stadium at Allegiant Stadium in Vegas. The next episode of the series will be the AFC Championship game, and that video will be the AFC Championship game, and that video will go up on YouTube later this week. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you should have you should have enjoyed this video, as there we go. As I hope you enjoyed this video. You should have, because the Raiders beat the Chiefs 38-24, and it will be the Las Vegas Raiders or the Baltimore Ravens and the Las Vegas Raiders in the AFC Championship game in Vegas. And like I said, that video will be the next video on this channel, or excuse me, the next episode of the series will be the AFC Championship game, and that video will go up on YouTube later this week. So stay tuned for that video and all my other videos here on this channel as the Raiders beat the Chiefs in Vegas here in the AFC Divisional Round playoff game by a score of 38-24 against Mahomes and the Chiefs. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. If this episode, hit the like button. Subscribe if you haven't yet. Tell your mom, dad, grandma, aunts, uncles, pets, and friends about these videos. And you know what? I'm going to see you in episode number 7. Yeah, 7 of this Vinny J Madden 24 Face of the Franchise series. See you in episode number 7. And eat a lot of bacon. And go Raiders. And I'll see you in the AFC Championship game. See you then.